Hello, hello. How are you doing today, Afandin? Since we're going to be playing in the Middle East today, I decided to make a sort of guide on how to play EU4 because now many different countries in the game play very differently, though the actual basic gameplay mechanics are more or less the same throughout this entire area. Whether even if you play here, even if you play as the Aztecs or any other area, even if you play as tribes or you play as more centralized governments, or you play even as the Inca if you want the Cusco, or Mali or Timbuktu, all of them have more or less share the exact same gameplay mechanics. And otherwise, some nations are much easier than others. Like for example, the Ottomans, they're very, very easy to play, especially they start out with 646. This is a really strong leader, Sultan Mehmet. In comparison, you have the Mamluks, and they have Sultan Jaknak, Burji, and 223. Yeah, this guy's like a terrible leader. Not good at all. At the very least, you want 3, 3, and 3. That's like an average leader. So this guy is definitely below average. And more or less, I am thinking of making a guide for the Mamelukes, because the Mamelukes, in their idea trees, here it has provincial trait modifier, and they have cavalry combat ability because these were the Mamelukes, they relied heavily on their cavalry, and trade steering. So that's actually very good since the Mamluks start out with many vassals. And Mamluk vassalization is pretty good because you can then steer trade towards you. So let's start as the Mamluk. We'll start just the normal game. And initializing is it's gonna take a couple of seconds. And there you see the Burji Sultanate. One of the elites of the Ayyubid armies in 1250, the Mamluks went from slave servants to the masters of the realm at the very heart of the Islamic world. Religion, we follow Sunni Islam, cavalry infantry ratio, that's good. Government, we're monarchists, obviously. I mean, to be fair, basically every other government is. And here we start with basically immediately get a decision. And it shows you what the impacts are. For the past few decades, chaos, neglect, and uprisings have gripped our Syrian territories. Revolts, dissent, and demands for autonomy in the face of our decayed and withering administration have made Syrian demands louder and harder to ignore. As a result, we are forced to decide whether we wish to grant them autonomy under the facade of our banner, or grant them local independence under our administration. Here's the thing, is that from this, Syria does gain liberty desire. And then there's also this, which loses you prestige and legitimacy. Liberty desire for Syria and for any other nation is relatively bad because you want to annex them regardless. And that does present a bit of a problem because you don't want liberty desire, but also you gain cores on all of their territory. So that means you don't have to core it later. And then there's this, which is just legitimately and prestige allows for more or less, actually, do we have cores? Let's see, do we have cores? Do Mamluks have cores here? No, we don't. Yeah, exactly. Dimashq, Lebanon. Yeah, Lebanon has a core, so you can release Lebanon here if you want. Yeah, we don't have a core at all on Syria, any Syrian territory. So might as well get this. And then afterwards, there's the subjects. You have Syria over here. Syria is a relatively strong vassal that you have. And I want to see who their leader is. Emir Bukhtar. In comparison, our guys, Burji. So one thing in the long term that helps get rid of liberty desire is more or less place relative on throne. This increases the liberty desire and it becomes a very, very rebellious area, so they won't help you in wars and won't do anything. That being said, in the long term, it does help you just maintain, less and less. It's basically short-term problems for long-term gain. Right now, I need to show this relations. You can improve relations. Improving relations also helps you annex them in the future. You can also annex the vassal in 1454, and that's 10 years from now. And the main problem with, and they need to be under 50 liberty desire, and we need to have great opinions with them. So if you place your relatives on the throne in this vassal, you will essentially be able to over time get less liberty desire, and when you improve relations, automatically you get less liberty desire. In comparison, then there's, for example, Hijaz, which is also like a vassal here, and then there's Fadl. Wait, Fadl? Yeah, no. This here is Fadl, yeah, which is also a vassal, but they're so tiny that it's up to you what you want to do with them, honestly. Let's see Hijaz. Wait, I want to see Hijaz. Do they have our leader? No, they don't. They have a different one. Vassal, accepted religion, same school. What about Syria? Oh no, Syria is the same. But Syria is like the big one, so it's like the biggest and strongest of our vassals. So honestly, you could, if you want, over time, just because you're the same religion and vassals and they have good opinions of you, or you could just place your relative for, I guess, more long-term stability if you want. I'm gonna go place the relatives. I placed them, and now as you can see, the liberty desire shot up. And over time, that's gonna decrease. And now afterwards, another thing that's very important is, let's go here. We have rivals, so enemies. So the Mamelukes already rivaled us. So here we can, sorry, the Ottomans, I mean. The Ottomans already rivaled us, so we can click here. Ottomans become our rivals. Then there's Aragon for some reason, and Karakoyunlu. I'm not sure why Karakoyunlu wants to rival us. Oh, I guess they're Shia, maybe they're Shia Ismaili. That's interesting. High liberty desire. I mean, don't worry about that, just because you're a much stronger country, compared to Syria. So there's more or less no real reason to care, I'm gonna be honest. Then afterwards, independence guaranteed by Tunis. You have multiple avenues of expansion, but first things first, I'll just expand into Anizza, mainly because we have this casus belli like immediately, but you have to wait a bit, you have to reset the clock. So then we have Mamluks, enlist the Mamluks. Loyalty will change, the state's loyalty must be higher than their influence. We'll have influence due to, but their loyalty is less. Okay, so let's try to gain their loyalty, that can help us. Aristocrats, here's the thing, this is crown lands. And we have right now 30% crown lands. If we go too far down, we will get some nasty debuffs. So I want to see how I can increase loyalty without. I want to see if I can increase loyalty without. You know what? I'll just summon the Diet. Summoning the Diet also helps increase loyalty. Proposal to the have at least 30 prestige. Oh, that's gonna. To be fair, now we can get that. I'll have 30 prestige. The Ulema, monthly administration, that's very good, even mainly because it gives you 1 administrative power. To core everything in this game, you need administrative power. Without administrative power, you can basically do nothing. So this is important, and look, we already incurred some nasty debuffs, because we're at 20%. National tax modifier, maximum absolutism, liberty desire of subjects. Yeah, this is awful. This is absolutely awful, without a doubt. And here's the thing you can do is that you can take all of these like estate privileges. Like these estate privileges that grant, for example, monthly military power for the Mamluks. Merchants Guild to get land of commerce. Also +1 diplomatic power. So that's an automatic +1 that stays for you the entire game. So it's very powerful. Which is why they take minus 10% crown land. However, what that means is that this liberty desire here, national tax and maximum absolute, everything like that, that's gonna become even worse with time. So I would instead tell you to just, seize land and gain stuff just so that it's more manageable. In fact, right now, wait, let me select some other privileges. Merchant Guild, Crown Possessions. Yeah, there's also like -5. We don't want to do that right now. We don't want to lose too much. Trade range, land ownership giving global trade power. This is really good though. 18% land ownership. This is really good actually. I'm almost debating getting it. We can get it later, why not? Commercial advisor, indebted to the merchants. Free enterprise. Free enterprise is good, what does it do? Greater. Merchants Guild influence, Merchants Guild loyalty equilibrium. You know what? The Merchants Guild could use a bit more. You know, they don't have much influence anyway, and our country does rely a lot on exclusive trade, right? Alexandria local autonomy. Now we don't want too much local autonomy in Alexandria. Monopoly over textiles, that's not really that good, just because even if you gain mercantilism and some money from it, no income from cloth or silk, yeah. This is like instant money, you know, just depending on what you have. It's up to you if you want it. Monopoly on paper, city expansion privileges. Does not lose crown land share from developing. Merchant, the chance mechanics will be available. Do not lose crown land share from developing provinces. Developed provinces. That's actually good. Let's do that. Now let's see with the ulama. Religious culture is good, but the thing is, I think majority of the areas we already have are already, yeah, majority are Sunni anyway. We're not really going to be mass converting, so it's not exactly that. Clerical advisory, clerical ministers. Freedom of interpretation. And again, like we don't have, like the Ottomans, this would be good for the Ottomans. Just because they already have many Christians. Oversight of the ulama. What does this do? Ulama influence. The oversight is not really necessary. Expansion, zealotry, morale of armies. Wait, I want to see morale of armies. Heretics or heathens. And heretics and heathen for. Okay. Clerical, religious culture, religious diplomats. This actually seems very good. It increases their influence a lot, though. Grant local residents development of temples. Fund theological studies. Recent. Oh, damn! This gives you a lot of nice, like, ministers you can play with. Allow religious, clerical education. 100% when loyalty above 60 influence. Mamelukes get clerical education. Reform. This is also. Oh my God! This is pretty damn good. Okay, I think that's enough for now. Now we're gonna lose some loyalty, but we're gonna gain some land. We gain 5%. That's good. That's very good. Thinking maybe we can also invest in some technologies actually. You know what? I'll take that minus 5%. Merchant Guild Crown max absolutes. Exempt from. Oh, we're gonna exempt them from seizing land. I'm not sure because then we'll probably gain less crown land overall. What about the ulama? Clerical, monthly war exhaustion, tolerance of the true faith. Less monthly war exhaustion is pretty nice. Can't be revoked until 1469. Okay, this is pretty good. And it's because it seems like it goes on like 10% and such. So the less you go, the more the penalties are. So the penalties stay the same until we reach 30%. Then it should be fine. And for now, the dhimmis, we don't really have any. We don't really have any dhimmis, do we? No, we don't. We don't. You can ignore that if you want, or you can do whatever you want, really. This here is pretty good. You can gain manpower if you go more towards mysticism or Sufism, and then if you go to more legalism, you can stamp out corruption. Both of them are rather good. I'm not really. You go for them whenever you want, but I'd say for the Mamelukes, because you see our manpower gain, it's not exactly that great. The Ottomans, especially, they have really good manpower gain, especially with their janissaries, which we don't have. We don't have janissaries. Recruit minister, recruit inquisitor. Now let's start. Naval enterprise, merchant relationships. With Venice, the northern territories. One of the following national ministers employed by the Minister Advisor. Syria, Liberty, Desire. Okay, so we need to bring Syrian Liberty Desire under. So we do that. We can do that by improving. Also trade relationships. Let's improve with Venice. So these are the mission trees which you can follow. It just depends on the following. A naval fleet. We'll keep that for later. I have a fleet equal or larger than Venice. And the following must be true. Not allied with Mamelukes. Has been insulted by Mamelukes. Venice allied with Mamelukes. One of the following must be true. Venice is a Phineas trust at least 60 received grain exports from us. Ooh. fleet equal to 35. How much is our fleet then? This is the military here. Our fleet is 38. Not bad. We have mostly cogs, galleys, and then some barks. It's a good fleet. I think it's slightly worse than the Ottoman fleet. Low crown lands. Let's see our technology. Technology is good. And then let's see our trade. So we're getting some money collect. Wait, we're not collecting trade in Alexandria? That makes no sense. So let's get here. Ethiopia. Let's see Ethiopia. I think Ethiopia. We just need to have him. What is he doing in Ethiopia right now? Transferring their trade power. Okay. I think what we should do is with Syria as well. Let the game move on a bit. You have unassigned merchants. That's good to know. Transfer trade power. Transfer trade power. Here. And I think that should be it. We're basically transferring all the trade power to Alexandria. And then afterwards in Alexandria we're more or less taking all the trade that goes there. Now let's start expanding. Yeah, it took me like 16 goddamn minutes just to explain the very basics. You can also put a focus, you can put some advisors. Personally right now I don't really want to put any advisors. Let's check the autonomy. Autonomy, you have autonomy in provinces, and all you really want is just to decrease it. Decrease, 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 decrease. Decrease, decrease. Down, down, down. It makes rebels pop up more, but you also get more money, more influence from the province, so it's just better. And this here, production. What are we gonna produce? I'd say get the free company. Get the free company here in Tabuk. No one wants to work. Oh, no, already? Alright. Our main enemy is gonna be the Ottomans, so I think one good thing we can do is influence actions. We're gonna proclaim a guarantee. Sure, let's royal marry them. About a royal marriage with oh, we already sent out our diplomats. Returning from Constantinople. Okay. Now we will reconquer this area. Ah, we killed them. Nice. I would advise you not to be too hasty with sieging down. Just because we as the Mamelukes don't really have that great manpower. Also put on war taxes just to make a bit extra money. Oh look, we're already winning. A free company is good, especially as Mamelukes you definitely have the money. So don't mind using it a lot, especially because they're mercenaries. It really does not matter if they're like, you know, no matter how much money you lose, it doesn't really matter. Or how many troops you lose. Let's make this go by faster. And I think Ajam is actually good at... No? What do you mean no? Oh, we're in a war, right? Now let's just make this tick further. See our missions. How are the Ottomans doing? And yeah, try your best to basically block the Ottomans as much as you can, because it helps Mamluk succession. We need to support the Egyptian Mamluks. They have a weak claim though, so that means legitimacy is going to be in the shit. The Syrian Mamluks, yeah, they have a strong claim. This one, the best authority, is one who no ties to group in Al-Qahira. Group's interest prevailing within. This is gonna be. He's gonna be Circassian though. You know what? For roleplay purposes, I'm gonna go with the Egyptian Mamluk. Okay, his stats are fucking shit as well. Why are the stats so awful? How much money are we making? We're making good money. What the hell? In that case, you know what? Let's get a diplomat. Missionary strength, production efficiency, yearly inflation, stability, cost modifier. Stability cost is important. What the fuck? And we're gonna need one for military then. Discipline, morale of armies, reinforce speed. Huh. Born Rashid, what's his culture? Egyptian as well. Reinforce speed, morale of armies, discipline. I mean, we're not really. I think morale of armies is a bit more important here. Especially since we're gonna be using a lot of mercenaries. I think we'll focus more on military as a way to balance things out. Yeah, because this guy has like an awful military stat. Let's see what else we have. Spy network, morale of armies, morale of navies, improved relations. That's the one that seems to be the most useful. We'll hold off on it right now. What if we want Tunisia? Okay, so if we go to a war with Fezzan, we also go to war with Tunisia. But we also don't have a claim. So I think we'll hold off on attacking them for now. Because we're Egypt, we're mainly interested in expanding east. Shaykhul Islam, let us select the foremost mufti, the most learned, steadfast candidate, tolerance of the truth faith, their legitimacy, national tax modifier. Yeah, let's do that. This modifier gets removed when the state religion changes. It's not going to change, we're going to stay on more or less, I think. We're, wait, what is our state religion? We're, yeah, Mamluks follow the Shafi'i school of Sunni Islam. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Strengthen government. Yeah, they give military power for legitimacy. Yeah, no, that's awful. Yeah, legitimacy is just gonna naturally go up over time, regardless. Expel them from Tabuk. Move towards the spread of extreme practices in Tabuk. We're closer to. We could go for mysticism. You know what? Do we have any corruption? No, we don't have any corruption. Let's go towards mysticism, get some manpower. Siege of Al-Jawf is over. Nice. This is all we can take, sadly. If we could take more, I would have been more happy. Victory! Yay! Wait a minute. I wanted that for myself, to be fair. They're my vassal anyway. They can pour that for me for free, why not? Shammar, take Burqa. Take Burqayna. Yeah, but that's for Hijaz, that's for our... I want to see... Cowards. I'm not gonna give you free manpower, fuck you! Like losing 4,000 manpower? What was that we got? Ask for knowledge. Sure, why not? We have good news. We decided to accept the request of knowledge sharing from Fatah. Alright. What do we have here? Yemen. Okay. And Makuria. Oh. We get to expand a little bit in Ethiopia. Position, year legitimacy. No, let's less state maintenance means more money. That's good for us. It's really good for us, actually. Let's go talk to Ajam. We have an alliance with Ajam now. That's good. This should mean that we can squeeze in the Ottomans a bit more. Let's see. Who can we attack? Who can we attack? Allied with the Ottomans. Take over enemy allies. Ajam, you're allied with them? You're allied with Ak Koyunlu? I guess, to be fair, we'll just do the regular Egyptian strategy of expanding in Arabia. Medina... We'll wait until our diplomat. You cannot declare until you have guaranteed. Oh. Let's revoke our guarantee. I'm not sure why we made any guarantees. Ajan? Sure, let's go. Should we attack Shamar? Yeah, sure, why not? We already have our troops there anyway. No diplomats to send. Let's attack Shamar. Even though this war go take with Pilot is Hajaz will go take with okay. And let's get a let's get a war leader. This guy's not very good. And then we have some good cavalry. Some very good cavalry, in fact. You know what? Since we seem a bit boxed in by the Ottomans now, I think I will start fabricating claims on the Tunisians. Yeah, let's get our standard infantry. Oh, we were mopping the floor with them. Well, it's good to see that we are. Make sure to take this entire area for ourselves. And, Dawasir. I don't want Ajam to get too strong. Now let's stop improving relations with the Venetians to get our diplomat back. And then let's ask Najd for some military access. Good. Let's go to Al Yamama and the Arban and take those areas. Sultan, we have occupied Al Yamama. Especially in Arabia, because a lot of these are like very low development provinces overall. Who do we have against us? Just Shamar and Dawasir and stuff. I think my vassals can probably handle this. I'll bring a lot of troops to the east, because I am looking to expand a bit in the east. And let's go to Al-Qahira, get some more. Let's get some more troops. That should help. Land privileges, Fadl's opinion, Mamelukes, national tax, tax income boost. Merchant Guild loses, Mameluke estate. I wanna see here what's the loses. Get tax income boost. Well, do we want to... Our legitimacy is kind of in the shit. State loyalty. I do want the Mamelukes to be more loyal to me though. You know what? I'll take the hit. Jabal Shamar. Yep, the siege is over. Nice one, bros. The problem is just that we are... Actually, you know what? How about I just cut out the middleman? cancel military access. Hormuz. Take Al Arid. You know what? I think I'll just sue for peace. Nah, I want all of your territory. Sorry, bro. I'm just too greedy. I can't take this because it's not in coring range. So you know what? Since it's not in coring range, I'll just start another war. Let's get another military leader. That's basically how you play this game. You just become a bloodthirsty, war-loving tyrant. But you see, we have to do, Hormuz is like, you know, not exactly weak. That's why declared war upon their new enemy. Cruelty of mercenaries, army officials, mercenary cost. Curtailed? Now let's curtail them. It gives us army professionalism, and it's not like we're gonna hire that many mercenaries anyway. Just money to a philosopher of the Sunni faith heritage, 15% cheaper. Nah, the money's much better. Occupied Zufra. I want to see actually. Yeah, we can't, so we have to basically occupy 2 independent deals. And rivalry. Mameluk vassal. Give up claims in Najran is not really very useful. Yeah, more or less just gonna be our vassal. We got a little bit of expansionism from it. Or maybe we just give more stuff to our current vassal. Yeah, honestly, it's not good to, like, occupied by you, look for transport control, Hejaz, and then afterwards Hejaz again, Hejaz again. Thing is, I don't want Hejaz to get too big, because then afterwards they get way too strong. And also I want to be able to take all these areas. You know what I should do? I'll just keep declaring war. Oh, but I don't have a... Overt actions, fabricate claim, Sirt, yep, take that. We'll continue the war a bit. I will only stop ask for nah. No, my mercenaries! Oh, we're winning this battle. Damn. Oh, they have their fleet there. And yeah, there is no Suez Canal, so I guess good luck to us being able to cross it. You know what, we'll make an independent deal with Hormuz. We'll tell them, give us money. Oh, they're not gonna take that? Alright then, I guess we'll just siege down their entire capital then. And again, try your best like to ration troops, especially since you're Egypt. You don't want to lose any. Your ports are blockaded. Those are not my ports though. They're not my ports. Mameluke conquest. You ready to up? They're ready to give us. They're ready to give in? Village capital? No, only with Hormuz, only. Oh, they're not ready to give in. Yeah, usually don't give in until you. We have a revolt. Where is the revolt? We have a revolt, yet we can't see it. Usually, yeah, there are no revolts. I'm guessing it's with one of our allies. Maybe with one of our allies. The draw of Al-Qahira, prestige, gain general tradition, Syrian heritage, Sunni faith, Qahira. We don't really need that right now. Improve relations. How much money do we make? Spy network creation. Yeah, let's get this guy. This guy's just too good, you know. I like improving relations. 20%, how much is that? This is around 10%, it's not too far off. Okay. Military power. Nice, the dunces are helping me out. I lost. How did I lose? It was a crossing. You can tell I'm not exactly the best at this game. And now I'm gonna be losing even more troops to attrition. That's the best of the best. War exhaustion is high. Reduce it then. There, reduced instantly. Only when I end the war will I accept. Will I, you know, stop this episode. Upkeep, national tax, no, that's awful. Losing one stability, you know what? Yeah, let us lose one stability. Oh, we got one stability again. Nice. Almost, are you ready to? No, they're not. How are you not? Also seems like we need to lose some troops here. The Renaissance is kind of shit. Aliens are marching on. Aragon is no longer considered a great power. When were they considered a great power? Except demands. There should be a stable government. Nah, we'll just lose the 10 prestige. Prestige means nothing here. Oh, hey, bros, can you join me? Can you help me out? Losing troops. Yeah, you see the troops are going down. That's one of the problems of Egypt, is that you definitely do need to rely on mercenaries. Otherwise you just lose too many troops too fast. They've been discovered. Discovery per month. Man, how much? Oh, you can't? Just because there's no neighboring province? Or I even start this war then? You know what? Sure, we'll just take this peace deal. And then afterwards, protect this. There, we've expanded our influence, kind of, except it's not really it's not exactly very helpful influence. It's because we're mostly taking over useless bits of land in the middle of nowhere. But as we do that, hopefully, yeah, there's a truces. As we do that, we can expand elsewhere. And in fact, we're taking our armies to expand in that other place. How much do we have here? 15. Knowledge sharing ends. My Sultan, I revolt. Oh, it was in Syria. Damn, Syrians, you keep getting a lot of revolts. You need any help with your country? Relative army power vassal to Mamelukes. Hejaz is doing alright for themselves. We definitely want to annex Hejaz soon. Adiyamama. Fabricate claim. Hofuf. I'll take on Hofuf. Actually, let's do another war right now. So we're at war with Yas and Hassa. We want military access from our buddies here. Oh, immediately giving us military access even after we, wipe the floor with their troops. That's very funny. Then the Vazi. Let's get some more. Call our allies. You don't need to call all of them. Demand enforce religious unity. Move 15 towards mysticism. I'm just gonna rely on my mercenaries to tank all the hits, and then my vassals should handle the rest. They might need some help in that case. Help me out. Yeah, now we're sieging. Execute the bay. Man, why more? I don't want to lose more legitimacy. I can afford to lose other stuff, but I'm preparing for a much bigger war with Fezzan and the Tunisians. Oh, they're sieging a bunch of provinces. Oh, the truce with Medina expired. That's good. Conquest. Who am I gonna fight? Okay, they're fighting. They're gonna fight these nobodies. Good to know. And Tunis. Tunis is actually strong. We'll make it a. We'll make it like a smaller conquest. We'll make it a small conquest. We're taking Sirt. Does this have a fort? No, it does not have a fort, but it is indeed their capital. Yeah, we've occupied Sirt. And we're losing a lot of men. How come? You know what? Occupied by Hassan. I mean, I'm pretty sure my allies can handle, like, you know, all this stuff. Wait, who's no longer a valid rival? Oh, Aragorn? Just because, damn, Aragon fell off that hard? No way. What do we got? What we got? Mamelukian nobles, 12,000, that's a lot. Oh, nice! They annexed this area for us for free! They're annexing for free! Let's just keep trying to siege this. Maybe we can support them with some troops. Is there? No, we can't afford other. Oh, we can't afford other mercenaries. The free company it is. We'll just have to stick to it. Syrian soldiers, Mamluk state, national unrest, revolts in Al-Qahira. No, immediately, you know what? I can lose and gain national manpower modifier. That's great. God damn it, it's like a... I'm getting already, I'm getting some Christmas... This basically Christmas gifts. And we finally get to use a bit of our navy. Over here. I'm sorry, I can't handle that right now. Oh my god, we're losing already. Okay, this war is not going too well. I think it's just because I went too far too fast. But that's the basic way to play EU4, I guess. I want to see if I can scrounge up anything, actually. I should have probably just upgraded my navy. Can I move here? No, I can't, because there's a fortress here. There's a fort here, fort there. You know what? Move these regiments all the way back to deal with the revolt. Oh no. Because I moved my troops, they attacked immediately, and because their stack was much bigger, they stack wiped me. But we kind of are winning the war. stack wiping them. It's so funny. They really thought they could stand up to me. I'm like way stronger. It's just that I'm committing a lot of like stupid mistakes. Let's finish up this war with Tunis. This is gonna be a small war, nothing much important. Ulema losing power. We can deal with the revolts later, it's really not that big of a deal. Rebels successful. Doesn't matter if they're successful. Their success means nothing. Sure, why not? We'll take that. We're getting basically no money. Sure, why not? We'll take that. Mameluke conquest of Sirt. Next time I should have got more, a bigger navy instead of it being like mostly rather weak. Especially because Tunis and the others are a bit stronger than I thought. Oh, this front is not looking very good. Should I finish this one as well? Yeah, maybe for later, it's really not that big of a deal. Because like this is like 7k, 4k, 3k. Like they've occupied a lot just because I put like zero interest there. And there's another problem on the Mamelukes is that you lose manpower very quickly. So be careful of that if you ever play this nation. The free company that you have here, support them with like a couple infantry battalions and it should be good. Oh, we also took out a loan. But in spite of everything, we expanded very aggressively and got a good amount of land. The only problem is just that the manpower cost was a bit high. So yeah, that was it for today. I hope you had fun and enjoyed this.